Okay. Versatile Vigilante, man. Vigilante season 2021 edition. Made it out of 2020. I got that Tom Selleck card to get on today, so feeling cozy. Fucking gonna kill it, man. Excited to do this episode. Got some, I think, cool shit to talk about, so let's get into it. Rest in peace, Hank Aaron, first and foremost, though. Baseball legend, arguably best player of all time. He's 100% in that conversation. He died. He lived a good life, man, but baseball legend, important like for civil rights movement and all that. So 100% rest in peace, Hank Aaron, man. So just wanted to give him some respect. Um, what I was really wanting to talk about today, it's in my opinion a very interesting topic. It's something I've always liked to talk about, think about, because I just never have any answers for it. And I don't think there are any answers for it. Just the concept of time. Like, time is a huge subject. It sounds kind of funny that I'm even, like, just saying it that way. Like, time as a whole just makes me think all the time. Um, Years ago in high school, my boy Camille, shout out to Camille, he's been on the show many times. He said this thing to me that always stuck with me: time doesn't exist. And you know what, man? I still feel that way because at the end of the day, time is like a very personal thing because we all have time. Like, we have the same amount of time no matter what like how your life is split up, whether you have jobs, different relationships, different responsibilities. You might allot your time to different things, but we all have that, like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like, that's not negotiable. But the thing about it is, like, time is just a measurement, in my opinion. Like, it's just a way to manage your day. Like, you have to do some tasks from 12 till 3. Okay, time helps you keep like a reminder of that shit. It's like something you could put it in a book, schedule out your day. So it's definitely a very important part of our life. I'm not saying that at all. It's 100% a crucial part of our life, but it's not the personal part of our life. Time is like a tool. Time is like a professional thing. When you're thinking of your life, like, time is weighed differently. You can't just weigh it based on days or years. And what I'm trying to get at, yesterday I was listening to a bunch of older songs, not too long ago, but in like 2000s, early 2000s, like Ashanti, Cameron, shit like that, 50 Cent. And then like 2015 time, like Young Thug, Riff Raff, guys like that. I was listening to Young Thug and it brought back a ton of memories. Because in that time, 2015-ish, he was probably my favorite artist at the time. Slime Season 2, all that shit. If you guys don't know about Young Thug like that, go check his early tapes. Those things were wild. I'm not really a biggest fan of him now. That's another conversation, though. But at that time period, 2015, I was huge into Young Thug, man. And I was listening to some of the tracks yesterday, and I'm like, man, like 2015 feels like last week. And literally, that's now 5, 6 years ago. It felt like last week to me. Like, the memories were just so fresh in my head. Meanwhile, last week, like, literally seems like it was 5 years ago. Like, I was thinking of this past October, November, or even go into the summer. Bro, where we are in COVID right now, that feels like a lifetime ago. Like, it feels so long ago to me. Just in the heart of winter right now, nowhere to go. So that felt like way longer to me. But the Young Thug and like music does that. Music brings back memories. But the Young Thug shit, I put me in that same spot. Like, I could picture everything, but it was time ago. So it got me thinking, man. Like, time is a very personal thing. Like, you can't really tell someone how much time something's gonna take. It's hard to do that. And I'm talking if you're saying like, by this age you should have this, by this time you should have this, if you do these things you should have this by this time. Like, that's fucking crazy to me because time is personal. Like, you have to take you take your as much time as you need to do the right things. It's fucking wild to me how if you're not something by this time, you're not successful, bro. Success is not about a result. Success is the process. George St. Pierre said that, so I'm jamming his quote, but he said that success is a process. It's not a result. And to me, that goes hand in hand with time. Like, man, if something takes you 5 years and you typically take someone else 3, who gives a fuck? You had experiences within those 5 years, and that person had experiences within those 3 years to get to that point. It's not like if you get it at a certain time period, something magical happens. Like, that's not how it works, man. And I'm saying that because I put pressure on myself just like I know everybody else does to like get things done, efficiency, all that. And that's an important part for sure. Like, you don't want to fucking waste your time on bullshit, you know? I'm not saying wasting your time is having fun, because time that you enjoy is never wasted. I fuck with that quote too, so I agree with that. But then when you're just like bullshitting around, that's, you know, obviously not efficient. You always like those days when you can get a bunch of things done all at the same day because you scheduled the time, right? So that's what I mean. It's definitely a very good tool. But man, time isn't, it's not like it's not something we should be like bummy about. I feel like when you get nostalgic, like I miss those times. Bro, the times happen, and they did. Like, they're done. They happen. You're good. You have that. Like, I think about Young Thug now. It brings back some good ass memories. Now, COVID, I think it stopped us from having a lot of good memories for now. So it's feeling like it's bullshit time. It's not bullshit time. We're going to look back on this time and it's going to be fucking crazy. Like, it's going to be like, wow, remember that? And when we're remembering it, things will be much different than they are now. So that's why I don't ever think like something's a waste of time, you know? It was an event. I'm talking like within yourself. Like, you definitely did shit throughout this time. You definitely experienced things. You definitely, good or bad, you definitely experienced something, you know? So I don't feel like a period in time is ever a waste of time. And I don't feel like it's bummy to like reflect on times because, you know, it's a positive thing that happened in your life. What I think gets harmful is when you put too much time thinking about that. Like, when you put too much time, like, fuck, I wish it was still like this, then I think you're wasting time, because you can't negotiate that, man. Time is not going to be something you can buy. You can't pay for extra time. It's not something you can negotiate with, you know? There's no answer for it. So that's why I think the whole thing is just keep it moving. But there is a time to reflect and think about past shit like that you enjoyed, because that's what some of the good things about life are, man. You experience cool shit and you remember it, and then, you know, you keep moving and try to make some new memories, man. As cheesy as that sounds, that's what I really feel like it is. And there's no answer for time, bro. Like, no one can explain it to me. You can explain the measurements, but you can't explain how one memory feels like it was yesterday and another one feels like it was forever ago, you know? It's personal. It's not something that can be explained. And I don't, you know, it's not something that can be explained because we all have different interpretations of it. And it's all our own lives, man. If you have your own life, you dictate time the way you want to do it, you know? We're on the same time zones, but not really, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna wrap it up pretty much right there. I just wanted to kind of explain that. That's the main thing I wanted to talk about, man. I just thought it was a good conversation to have. If anyone is watching this that wants to talk more about these type of things, I'm down, because I think it's super cool hearing different perspectives and all that. So let me know. What else? Go watch the movies Buffalo 66. Go watch Kids. Go watch Scarface. Go watch Bliss. Buffalo 66, Kids, Bliss, Scarface. Go watch all of those. And Spring Breakers. That's a top 5 right there. Go watch that shit. Enjoy it. If you've never seen those fucking films, watch them, please. That's all I'm going to say about that. You figure that out for yourself. Go watch those 5 movies. Go listen to Young Vince, Versatile Vigilante. VersatileVigilante.com. Fucking out here. Got a lot of good shit coming up, man. Fuck time. We're out of here.